And now let's pass to the one I've imagined about India I already talked to you about in my previous video. And yes, this one also has to be made by Disney with exactly the same graphisms and visual style of the second Disney era of the 90s. And get ready, because for this one, it's the one for which I had the most ideas. Like I already told you in my previous video, this animated movie will represent this country much better than the Jungle Book, and you're gonna see that it's a real mix of Aladdin, The Lion King, Tarzan, my animated movie about ancient Egypt I just talked to you about, and a little The Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Hercules, Brother Bear, Servant of the Cimarron, and Kung Fu Panda. So, let's start with this story. The story could start showing us the city with its citizens, the Indian culture, a wide shot of the Maharaja's palace, and of course, the Indian jungle. And remember what I told you in my previous video, that in this movie there would be a Bengal Tiger King who would rule in the entire Indian jungle and who also would crush and surpass Mufasa in The Lion King in terms of quality. For all the people who prefer the tigers to the lions like me. And by the way, if this arrives, yes, this will also mark the moment when the tiger will have the reputation that rightfully belongs to him. That's to say, being the most appreciated feline in the world instead of the lion. Well, obviously, in this intro, we would also show us this Bengal Tiger King who would be called Raja. Yes, I know, exactly like Jasmine's tiger in Aladdin. With his wife, a Bengal Tiger's queen. Their advisor slash second, a peacock like it's the second symbol of India under the tiger. And besides, this peacock advisor slash second would have his own unique way of bowing to his lords, that's to say, opening his will in front of them. And yes, again, he would be a bit of a mix of the Lion King Zazu and Hercules Hermes. And finally, the royal couple's newborn son, yes, their baby tiger cub that they would show as the new prince to their entire kingdom, which is of course the animals of the Indian jungle. And of course, slash obviously, this entire intro is accompanied by a song. But unlike what this Royal Bengal Tigers couple believed, it wasn't going to be their new biological son who would become the next king of the Indian jungle, but the hero of the movie who's gonna be presented to us right after. Because yes, right after this intro, we're in a scene during a stormy night on the Ganges River, where we see a human couple with their baby on board a traditional Indian boat, obviously trying desperately to save themselves and to go back to their home. But obviously again, things don't go as planned and the boat gets stuck between rocks and the riverbank. And with the impact, the human couple fall into the water, which obviously means that their lives end in this way, leaving their baby in the basket where his mother placed him on board the boat. And the next morning, after the storm ended, the weather was once again beautiful and sunny in the Indian jungle, and therefore including on the Ganges River. Back with the Indian jungle's royal family, the tiger's queen heard the baby crying in the distance. So with this, she obviously runs to see what it is, and when she arrives at the Ganges River, she approaches the boat, and when she sees the human baby, she's obviously at first very surprised. And by seeing the baby smiling, laughing, and being happy at her, thanks to the maternal instinct, she doesn't eat him, but on the contrary, she starts to feel affection, and then right after, love for him.